especially for women and children, refugees and displaced people. So this should be only the first step, the beginning, because indeed they need a lot more than the size of this agreement. I hope both the UN as well as the Japanese government will help Egypt in giving more support to the Syrian refugees. We thought and we hoped that this problem of Syria would be resolved soon, but unfortunately it has been extended for quite some time and even became more complicated now. And this means that more of the displaced people, more of the refugees will be added to the existing ones. And this requires that all the donor and the international community should be aware of the future action that should be taken to help these people. I'm sorry to say that, the indication in Syria does not encourage that the flow of refugees will stop soon, or the problem will be solved soon. So we, as the international community, should be ready to the result of the continuation of this struggle. So let me once again thank both the Japanese and the UN for this donation for the Syrian. We will do our best on our side to help, but it should be considered as just a symbol. It's not a big action, but I hope it will be the beginning. And I expect more. I expect you to be more generous. So, anything that Japan will start or join will be very successful. As a former ambassador to Japan, I know that once they start, they continue. Okay? Samira, you want to say something?
If I may, please.
Yes, please.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. It's a pleasure and honor to be here with Her Excellency, the head of the National Council for Women, Ambassador Talawi, and also the ambassador, the Chargé d'Affaires, Mr. Hashimoto from the Japanese Embassy. This was a regional project that we put together in response to the Syrian crisis, and there were many components of it. One of them is targeting Syrian women as refugees in Egypt. And we understand that the numbers are not as staggering as the numbers of Syrian refugees in Lebanon or in Syria. Those are the countries that are covered by the Regional Office for Arab States for UN Women. However, we think that with the stark violation of these women's rights, one is too many. So the numbers here are really not an indication of the need to act. One of the things, and we have a very good experience empowering Syrian women in Jordan, whether it's inside the refugee camps, so we have an exemplary example in Zaatari camp, or within the host communities. And we wanted to replicate this experience, especially in female-headed households, because the economic empowerment of female-headed households is a precursor to realizing all of their rights. Women who have food on the table and a shelter to go to at the end of the day make better choices, not just for themselves, but also for their families. One of the things that, in discussions with the National Council for Women, and it's been something that's been really a feature of our work within the host communities, is that the empowerment should be targeting both women of the host communities and Syrian refugee women. Because of the do no harm principle of the United Nations, but because we also realize that these women should actually be befitting to their own community. They should not be signaled out. This was a generous contribution from the Japanese government, and as Her Excellency the Ambassador said, this is only the beginning. I mean, we look at this as a pilot, really, more than anything else, looking forward to replicate and escalate and make it a full-fledged project. So once again, thank you very much, Your Excellency, for having us today, this morning, for this signature, and thanks to the government of Japan for their generous contribution. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much for inviting me for this occasion today. I'm very happy to be a part of this today's signing ceremony. Unfortunately, our ambassador Kagawa is traveling to Luxor and is too active to be here today. But he asked me to participate in this ceremony because he considers this topic as one of the important issues for our government. As you may know, our Prime Minister Abe, well, actually today is a general elections day, and his commitment to this women issue is so strong.